Hey guys, I am super excited about today's episode because I managed to get my hands on the brand new Redbreast 14-year-old small batch. So this bottle was selected for K&L Wine and Spirits, which is my local liquor store out here in Hollywood. And this bottle is a totally new offering from Redbreast. They haven't done anything like this before, as far as I know. You guys may know on my channel, I always mention Redbreast 12-year cask strength as my favorite Irish whiskey. And that retails for about 65-ish if I'm lucky. This was $99.99. I have really high hopes for this because not only do I trust the guys at K&L to do an amazing pick, but this is 2 whole years older than the Redbreast 12, still cask strength, and it is aged in both sherry and bourbon barrels, which I actually didn't realize regular Redbreast cask strength is also aged in bourbon and sherry barrels, but they did 4 different batches of this one. This one is batch B, which is described as being sherry influenced. So this is gonna have a lot of those sherry flavors, and I think that's what they were trying to highlight with this batch. So let's go ahead and disrobe this beautiful bottle and get to drinking. So on the actual label, it's really cool. It says, hand selected by master blender Billy Layton and bottled for K&L Wine Merchants. So this is batch B, like I said, bottle number 174 of 252. So there were only 252 bottles from this batch. So like I said, it's $100. That is, for me, I don't spend $100 on whiskey very often. I'm usually like sub 80 kind of guy, but I had to splurge a little bit because one, this was totally new, and two, I wanted to try it for you guys before you bought it too. So let's go ahead and drink this. I'm going to compare it with the cask strength 12 just for comparison purposes, because they are that much different in price. But I'm going to start with the new 14-year-old. They do have tasting notes here on the back, so I'm going to show it real quick right here. If you want to read these, you can pause it. Otherwise, though, I'm not going to be influenced by what they tell me it tastes like. I just want to drink it myself. So color-wise, this sucker is dark. I have a glass of the 12-year over here, and it's significantly darker than it. This is like a golden honey color. That looks delicious. So I'm not getting too much on the nose, and it may be because I literally just uncorked this bottle. Usually that opens up more with time. But what is there is a lot of fruit. So it's almost like, I would say, raisins or some kind of dried fruit. So let's go ahead and taste it. Cheers. That is a journey. Oh, the journey is still going. So when it first hits your tongue, you get hit with like a honey sweetness. It's really, really sweet. I mean, even for an Irish whiskey, usually Irish whiskeys, the sweetness I get is like a baked good sweetness. Tip of your tongue though, this is honey. And that's odd because I don't get that very often on Irish whiskey. I get that a lot on Scotch and Japanese whiskey. But then as it works down your throat and further back on your tongue, you get a lot of that sherry. You get a lot more of those fruit notes. There's almost some chocolatey, like chocolate covered peanuts, I would say. There's some kind of chocolate nut kind of thing going on at the back of the tongue. But once you swallow, that's where the real journey begins. I feel like not only does it give you a good, not Kentucky hug, I don't know what you would call an Irish hug, leprechaun hug, I don't know. So it does give you that hug going down. You get that oakiness on the finish, but then it transitions back into that sweetness, that light honey note that I really do like. This is, if I could say one thing about this whiskey, is it's a journey, and a damn good one at that. So let's go ahead and try the regular 12 cask strength, which is supposedly also finished in similar barrels. So cheers. That's traditional Redbreast. That's straight up shortbread cookie, baked good notes, really good finish. Gosh, I love Redbreast 12 cask strength, but it's no comparison. It's so different. This, I mean, not even to say that it's, not as good. This is just a different journey. If you like Irish whiskey, Redbreast 12 cask strength is probably my favorite, best expression of it. If you like Jameson, take a step up. It's totally worth the price, I promise. Even regular Redbreast 12, which is lower proof. But this 14-year, it's $35 more. But the journey it takes you on is well worth it in my book. Great job, Redbreast 1, for trying something new. K&L Wine Merchants for bringing me this beloved bottle. And thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know, do you guys like Irish whiskey? I know most of you probably drink bourbon and rye, but Irish whiskey is really, really cool to explore. And yes, I don't enjoy it as much as bourbon, but when I'm paying $100 for it, I expect great quality, and I'm so glad to get that from this bottle. So Thank you so much for watching. This will be my last video before Christmas. I'm gonna be traveling next week, so I won't be able to make any future videos until I'm back, which will be the week of New Year's. So hope you guys have a very, very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Have a wonderful New Year's. Hopefully you're breaking out something special for the New Year. This bottle might make an appearance. We'll see. So have a great night, and I'm here to help you drink good whiskey. Cheers.